Is Meghan Markle using her Netflix show to block Prince Harry's divorce plans? What the deuce is going on now? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef the Alternerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because is Meghan Markle using her Netflix show to block Prince Harry's divorce plans? What the deuce is going on here? Now, just as a little bit of a side note, speaking of Meghan Markle's new Netflix show, do make sure you're subscribed because tomorrow there's going to be an extra special live stream, 6 o'clock UK time, 1 o'clock Eastern. The long-awaited With Love Meghan watch party live is going to commence. I'm going to watch this thing so you guys don't have to. Live, you're going to get my immediate reactions and reviews to this thing, and I suspect I'm going to be roasting it quite a bit. So if you don't want to miss out on all the fun, tomorrow live on this channel, an extra special stream, 6 o'clock UK time, 1 o'clock Eastern. Come along for the ride. I expect it's going to be a bumpy one, that's for certain. Now, going back to this particular article, this is from Radar Online, and the article goes, exclusive, how Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are desperate to use the Invictus Games and her new Netflix show to try and save, quote, on the rocks marriage. And so, essentially, you've got their sources turning round and saying that even though the Invictus Games gave this kind of image of them being all lovey-dovey and everything's fine with their marriage, actually, behind the scenes, it's not. And they aren't fooling anyone. Now, a source says when it comes to Hazard's involvement with the Invictus Games, quote, Harry takes so much pride in his involvement. It's definitely where he's at his happiest. This has always been his number one passion and the cause that speaks to his heart more than any other. It's the event in his calendar that he looks forward to the most. I bet it is, because for some of the time, Megs is not there, and so he's free of her, right? Now, the insider says, look, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex would never admit it, but at this point, there's so much on the line. Now, the source adds that for Megsy, she feels very proud to be by his side, adding that she doesn't care if people object to their very own royal PDA, saying she's wildly attracted to Harry and loves to kiss and cuddle and hold his hand and show the world how happy they are together. But then continues to say that she's desperate for her show With Love Meghan to do well. So much so that she's agreed to have her homemade jams available to purchase in the Netflix stores at the King of Prussia Mall near Philadelphia and the Texas Galleria. Now, there's talk that essentially Megsy's trying to appeal to a younger demographic by having a stronger social media presence, which is why we're seeing a flurry of activity right now on her Instagram page. The source saying she could use the footage in another documentary, added the source. She's always looking for ways to tell their story. And this source kind of referencing, she could always use footage in another documentary. This is the footage that this article is explaining is coming from behind the scenes moments that she's filming on her phone and sharing play-by-plays of each day's events. Now, with a string of failed projects behind them, so, you've got Live to Lead, Heart of Invictus, Polo, that whole animated series of Pearl that didn't even lift off the ground, right? The Archetypes podcast, the Lemonada podcast that I don't think is going to see the light of day, right? With all those failed projects, the article's turning around and saying, look, they're running out of options for how to monetize their ties when it comes to the royal family. The article saying, according to the source, quote, Meghan will stick to what she knows best, which is being in front of the camera and schmoozing the entertainment world. The stakes are high. And so ultimately, this article, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, is turning around and saying, look, Hazza and Megxi, they are focused so much on their individual projects. So Hazza with the Invictus Games, Megxi with her brand and her show. They're so focused on that in order to save their marriage that's crumbling. Megxi is so focused on using Netflix and making sure that her show is a success to block Prince Harry and any alleged divorce plans that he may be putting in place. Why? Because the reports are coming in that part of the reason why allegedly their marriage is falling apart is because they can't handle the pressure and all the failures that they've had to endure over the years when it comes to their projects. And that's having a knock-on effect to their marriage, which is crumbling and deteriorating day by day when each failure passes by, right? And so for Megxi, with this article, I'm translating it as, well, Megxi is now using Netflix and pouring all her attention and efforts into a show and a brand, trying to make that a success. Because if she can try and make that a success, then maybe that'll save the marriage and block Prince Harry divorcing her, because Prince Harry allegedly is sick and tired of all the negativity and sick and tired of all the failures, and he wants out. If Megxi can prove that no, she's not a failure, she can make something work, and she can make her Netflix and her show a success, then that might block Prince Harry's alleged plans to divorce her. Hence the title of this article right here, as far as I'm concerned. Megxi, if this is true, is playing one hell of a twisted game. But no matter how many times she tries to play this game, she's fighting a losing war. It's all falling apart, because no matter what she does and no matter what Hazza does, it's all destined to fail, because they have a likability, relatability and trustability problem. If the majority of the people do not like, do not trust and do not relate to what they're doing, they're not going to like, trust and relate to whatever they're trying to sell us. Which is why I say whatever they try and do is destined to fail. So Megxi can pour all her energies and all her time into the Netflix project, her series, to try and make that a success. But it will never be a success because of her trustability, relatability and likability issues. And it'll end up just being another failure that ultimately, if you're to believe the reports, is just going to push Prince Hazza further into divorcing her once and for all. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course, there's going to be more. Like I've been saying all day today, you do not want to miss the extra special live stream tomorrow, 6 o'clock UK time, 1 o'clock Eastern, the long-awaited watch party live with Love Meghan. I'm going to watch this thing so you guys don't have to. So live, you're going to get my immediate reactions and thoughts to it all. I'm expecting to roast the hell out of this thing. So have some fun with me. Jump along for the ride. Join me tomorrow for the extra special live stream, 6 o'clock UK time, 1 o'clock Eastern. And what do you think to Megxi ultimately using Netflix to apparently block Prince Hazza's divorce plans? Let me know in the comments down below. And on your way out, please make sure you subscribe to join our Alternate tribe and help us get to 1 million so we can also get that gold play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters.